Well, I hope this is working. I hope it's going to plan. I'll just check it is going to plan and try and watch myself on YouTube because it is I, Rasko of Rasko and Disco Beer Review, for one last time here with you. And there's my banner. Yes. How are we all today? Is there anyone out there? Is anyone out there? Anyone? Well, I might as well kick in with the graphics. Excuse me while I have technical difficulties. Technical difficulties? No technical difficulties here. I just want to do this live to say adios. Because I'm leaving. I'm watching myself, so everything's fine. I'm giving my fuller attention. I am leaving Rasko Disco year review, everyone, after 5 years. I'll do reasons why. Never. Just problem. So really why. Oh, and that's it. Right, it is what it is. But yeah, I don't want to decided to wrap this down properly. 6 months ago, I gave this girl focus. I want to leave the biggest, loudest way possible. Couldn't do it. 2023 has been probably the best and the worst year. My best was the edit quality of videos and content jumped up. On technology to do that, and yeah, I was really happy with that. And because I did less content, the reason from my perspective is I found myself struggling to make the time. I couldn't balance it out. When I went freelance with my work, I thought I could. I thought I would explode. I've got a chance to really do well and earn very well. I don't like to always worry about that. Or I could Rasko Disco never had any on my for and I can't picture it. My enthusiasm started to run out for it, and it became more difficult. Handling the notice of this though, I kind of felt like I felt relieved. Yeah. And I wanted to do some really big things. And I'm troubled about I haven't been able to do it. When I was at London Craft Beer Festival, I got leads to do some really big interviews. I've barely been able to chase them up, like Kraken, the rum producer, like Kraken. Check them out. They were curious. I couldn't follow up. There was this cocktail producer in Tottenham. The TBVF project, which was already released, still got really know. And yes, couldn't then come before I could just kind of with my and but if I listen to the I'll be able to go back another 2 or another week. Well, that would be a bad idea. And it just goes on and on and on. Still got me doing beer and this and so things are I like that. I'm good. I see that. And hello. struggling with it. I'm not saying I'm gone by, you know, gone. Next, yeah, that's that. I've been with everything, the videos that have been and last I am coming down. So I'm feeling as weird. Go on. I think it's pretty good for my mental health and whatnot. So I don't think I'm going to quit completely, but I will be considering because frankly, as much fun. Maybe I'll keep it going. So yeah, please, if you know how you do it, I will be going through Brewery. But as you saw, and this goes like this, which is meant to be the quote. If we double one, I do. But we thought we'd do this. And send off and more likely to pull it off. It would be one second and I couldn't do it. I could barely do this. So that's not about that. But anyway, this and what I picked up in the Hope. I already had this in the Hope, by the way. I got down there to this afternoon. Hello. Because, well, can you hear me, Mersey? Because I just went through a big spiel. That's all that matters. I get the music. Quite frankly, I like it. If it's a problem and you can't hear me, so get it what really it's drowning me out. What's that old saying we used to say in the Instagram days? Wouldn't be a Rasko and Disco show if there wasn't a technical problem. Do I have to go through that spiel why I have to leave again? Oh, I left it, mate. I can't do it. I'm juggling too much around and I can't do it. I was meant to do a whole big send-off for 6 months, gave 6 months notice to Disco, and it just hasn't worked. So it's time to go. My GBBF videos I'm still editing and I haven't done them yet. I haven't finished them yet. I've done a few of them. I haven't done them. And GBBF was in August. There, the end. Do I have to go through the whole reason why I'm leaving again? Let me go. Right, Verdun, 24. I had it in the Hope. When the time I got to the Hope, they'd run out of it on keg, and they only put it up yesterday at 12. But the Southampton Arms in North London had it on keg and can. So released it at I think 3 p.m. and run out by 6. Go figure. Yeah, thank you. Oh yeah, you can do this, by the way. But anyway, yeah, thank you very much. So yes, I'm going to dive in, and I might mix these two up. Literally, same glass. Why not? I'm going to start with the 2023. Excuse me. Oh, that's my water bottle falling over. Excuse me. There we go. How are we, Mersey? I saw you in the comments for what I would say was a very impressive first live for the Craft Beer Planet. No, Craft Beer Planet. Beer Planet TV. Yes, Beer Planet TV. Craft Beer Planet. That's not a bad name for a YouTube. Anyway. So, here we go. Oh my. That's kind of got this first impression is stinging nettles. Very piney, sharp, almost sharp aroma. I usually put a tin gaffer tape on one base of the steam so I know which is which. Oh, good for you. I like that. I like that a lot. You see, the reason I like it, I might even like it more than the one I had this afternoon. Thank you. I will miss it a lot as well. I hope you know well, and I miss the beer tube original Odd Couple. Well, now you've got craft beer and the Beer Planet TV. Quite frankly, I see a lot of I see some resemblance between them and us, except they're much more well-oiled machine. I became aware of them a year ago, and frankly, I was impressed, but I wondered who they were. No one had heard of them. They did a video on Welsh beer, what's happening in craft beer in Wales, and then I noticed they were doing a collab, and I thought, how are they doing a collab? They've got less than 1,000 subs, but their work it clearly is. They're doing a collab with the Craft Beer Channel, and then their work clearly is of high quality. Calling it work, not just guerrilla filming of picking up a camera and saying hello. Home video stuff, I prefer to call it, but good luck to them, and I think they're only going to get better if they stay committed. They're not as rough and raw or as me and Disco, but they have to be themselves and no one else. So yeah, thank you for your kind comments. It's been fun interacting with you. Shame we haven't met. Maybe we will. Who knows? I'll probably be on the beer trail. I don't think I'm going to quit booze, but yeah. That's stingy but smooth. It's got this like bitter bite into it, and then it just goes a bit smooth and glides. The bit of the fresh tropic isn't there. Yeah, I saw some of their stuff originally during lockdown. Me and a woman have a bit of a thing where we compare which beer channels we each subscribe to. So I like to keep an eye out. Oh, fair enough. I didn't think they were around in lockdown. But hey, it is what it is. I felt kind of last night was kind of an inauguration to them, because a lot of people were in the comments, like you were, Rob Hobson, Paul, I think Sammy was there as well, and Disco showed up. That was nice of him. And you know, the two guys who are passionate about it and got some ideas. It was quite nice when the question I put to them, you know, what do you think the difference between craft beer and real ale is? That came up, and one of them said, you know, oh, I've got this anti thing about cask at the moment, because it just tastes like vinegar. And he has a point, but you know, there's nothing worse than bad cask. It literally is the worst beer going, but good cask is the best beer going. So there you go. It's just showing you Britain has got something special about it when it comes to beer. Yeah, probably see you at festivals eventually. There are loads of pubs and bars. I need to go to London. There are loads of pubs and bars around the world we need to go to. I'm a little tired of London. No, Lord Byron said, tired of London, tired of life. Well, I wouldn't say I'm that dramatic, but yeah. Anyway, what's this got in it? I will get some beers of the year. This is 10%, where the 2023 is only 8%. On the rest due to taxation changes and whatnot. Mosaic Galaxy and stuff, and Azaka, yeah. Yes, very good. Now let me just get my list. Staying with music was drowning me out. Oh dear. To remind you all, I was going to put some nice graphics on there, but I just don't have the time. beers. Right. Shall I just kick off with Brewery of the Year? It's a very simple one. In fact, there hasn't been any real challenge to this. It's a special year for this brewery because it's their 10th year. Now, this is probably the least good beer or brewery of the year I've done. Again, time. I just haven't got any. But this brewery has pulled out the stops deliberately because it is their 10th year of existence. And, you know, if you can do that, you're going to do it right. Some breweries just do a beer. This has just done beer after beer after beer after beer. And it's all been quality. Has to go. Brewery of the Year for me. And yeah, it's a deliberate year, but maybe we can raise standards. And I'm just glad standards are still high somewhere. Siren. That's it. They're done. That's it. That's putty, not putty. Yeah, my thanks. Last year they did a double version of Tipper version. I reckon we may see a black IPA version next week of putty following this year. Oh, okay, nice to point out the difference. Okay, hype beer, hype train, and all that. Not it's a good thing, though, that they do this. So, congratulations to Siren. To go through the nominations, I won't be here for long. Well, I might be. Who knows? I might go into one rant about a craft beer or not. Right, what have I got here? Bohemian's White Label Butterscotch Toffee Stout. I can't pronounce who it is. It was in the Hope in February, and I didn't go back to the Hope for the remainder of that year. Hence why this has been such a poor year. First time I've been in the Hope since February last year is today. 12.8%. It was delicious, but it left me in a bit of a state. Fantastic aroma, butterscotch, Jaffa cake, bit creamy, sharp rum bite coming from the back age cask. It was on cask. That's what made it so good. Aloha. This is the second time this beer has made it onto the list of beer of the year. Impy Stout, Cocoa, 12.5%. Mud Cake, the Mud Cake. Oh my God. I like Siren. It's nice to see that the Red Mistress is still back. Yes, it is. And everything else. Unbarred, Anzik, Amazon Zing, 2.5%. 2.5%. Really upbeat energy, belting sour drink, very fresh. Yeah, nice drink to have on your lunch break because you shouldn't get too smashed up for that. I'm mispronouncing everything, but hey, it's my last show. I can do that. And one which is fairly predictable, Siren, maiden, but specific. 2019. Why, you say? Because I did a comparison between the 2019 and I want to say the 2022. I want to say that. And I liked both, but one was exceptionally different. And it is gold stuff, that beer. If you've got one, age it and consider never drinking it. Because you might earn a fair nickel. Or not. Wait 10 years and just drink it. Apparently you don't age anymore after 10 years, these barley wine type things. But yeah. No, I had that in Farringdon, East London. A bit rough. I'd just done a shoot in the Dodo, which is all out there. That's one of the reasons I'm leaving, because I did that shoot and it took me 3 months to edit the videos. And I thought, this can't happen again. And it's happened again. I've got a bunch of videos I still haven't done my little vloggy thing of York. Haven't touched and may not do it. My interview with Matt Mackay, a second one, I haven't touched, and that was over 6 months ago. I just can't do this. Maiden, burnt sugar, caramelized. Yes, 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 that's it. Take notes to try and trigger memory. And here is one I just did to annoy Disco. Harvey's Best Bitter. No, just to annoy Disco because he has reservations about Harvey's. And particularly the Best Bitter because he doesn't like any beer going around saying it's the best. Well, there's a reason why it's called best. And the last entry for it is Timmermans Quebec Black Pepper Cherry Beer. Had that in the Houston tap in Houston, just outside Houston Station. I just got back from Manchester from a job. I did stop by the Moth Bar in Manchester. Do you know it, Mersey? I know it's Manchester and you live at Liverpool, but oh man, I've got to find a reason to go back to Manchester. Doesn't involve work. Well, it can involve work, but it's got to involve a bit more beer. Yeah. And that is the first time Alembics made it onto the list. In fact, I will ever thought of outsourcing editing? No, because I probably can't afford that. But it's not a bad idea. Who would I get to do it? Brad Evans? No. I generally enjoy it. I just don't have the time to stack up and load. And because I want it to be a success. And it's not just that, it's finding people to interview. You're always a bit nervous about your pitch because, look, we don't have a huge subscription following. Subscription followings have been all over the place. And notice we've been blocked on Twitter, which is pissing me off. And I file complaint after complaint after complaint and trolling Elon and his ex-clowns. Yes, it is, but let's face it, what isn't expensive? But yeah, I've been trolling Elon and his ex-clowns for some time. And yeah, so anyone wants to get in on that and just troll Elon, liberate Rasko and Disco, please. It will be helpful to get that Twitter account back, or we just have to create another. I will be gone, but nice to tweet something out to let people know something's happening. But yeah, to give you some background and history on the live shows, it was Disco's idea to do the live shows. He wanted to do a live show, and I said I want to do a show. And I didn't think we were ready for it. The growth we were experiencing wasn't that big, and I thought, how's it going to help? I realized it would actually help growth. I do care about growth. Honestly, I want as many people to watch this as possible. But I wasn't sure. So at the time, our Instagram was growing. I thought, well, let's do it on Instagram because there's so many people on YouTube who are doing it. Let's be different. And in the hindsight, I kind of regret that because Instagram really wasn't. It's not great to do lives. I mean, you have to do it on your mobile phone. Never that's changed. You used to originally only get an hour, but that was good because it kept you tight and getting through whatever. And I always said we had to have a subject. We can't just go to hello. Although sometimes it did feel like that. I wish we'd just done it on YouTube from the start, looking back. But we did have some good times on the Instagram. And that's that. Best Bitter is only from the irregular. There you go. Thank you for letting us know. Does it now? Too late. Oh well, that's nice. So those nominations for Beer of the Year. But yeah, remember the first live we actually ever did we pressed the wrong button. No one ever saw it. It didn't go. We didn't know it was stored in an archive for 30 days. And Disco was the first guy also to do a interview with a brewery. It was Mad Yank, and then I did a second one sometime later. At that point, you couldn't do multiple people. You can only do them and someone else. And then it changed, but it looked shit, on a mobile screen. There were technical difficulties, and it wasn't my mobile phone or my internet connection, quite frankly. If you're the lead one doing hosting it, it had lots of technical problems. Maybe it's improved now. I don't know. It's been 2 years. Things do change. But I did notice the same problems happening on other live events on Instagram. I just don't think it's much good for after 10 minutes. Back then, who knows now? I wish we'd done it from YouTube from the start. It would have helped the channel, which is the primary focus, and every other social media was meant to feed into it. That's that. There you go. I do like to have a narrative. I do like to actually have something to say instead of hello. But I've been over this point, and I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been fun, mostly, and that's that. So let's start crossing off beers of the year. I'm 26 minutes in. I'm going to start mixing up the butties. Oh, that is getting stronger. That's going down the glass. Fantastic. All right, let's just start. All right, unbarred. Lovely, lovely, lovely. You are gone. We're going to keep Harvey's there for a while, just in case Disco's watching and it's annoying. That might win, actually. You know what? I might just give it to them. I haven't made up my mind yet. The Powingen Emilia cannot pronounce that. The white label butterscotch toffee stout. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, that's a hard one to kick off. Oh dear, can I just play the music again while I make up my mind? That would be an entertaining show. Harvey's is gone. There you go, Disco, if you're watching. I'm going to save you the trouble from not getting too annoyed. Best Bitter is gone. Let me know, people who are watching, what you're drinking, what you're doing, what you think. How are you? How are we all? Yes. And that's how much more of this I've got in the can. I do want to mix it. I'm enjoying this. This is very nice. I got a reason. Well, I know of a reason. It was discussed in last night's live. And I think it's good. It gets people into bottle shops and bars and whatnot and gets them buying something and maybe buying something else. The Duke released this in January because I think this would be much better in springtime. But it's got such an alcohol bite. Having it in these cold days isn't necessarily a bad thing. Having it in warm weather would be a bad thing. And the ever-present argument of doesn't matter what time of year you do drink your beer. Anyway, I think there's some other things I was meant to mention, but fuck it. I might do a rant. I might do a few more rants. I say Mudcake, Palawa, the Estonian brewery. Yep, you're not making it. Again, you made it again 3-4 years ago. Mersey's got Vocation, double tonka. Oh, yeah. What are you making of Vocation? Because a lot of people are getting dissatisfied with them these days. Let us know. New episode of Rusty and Dusty coming soon. Fantastic. Who's doing that? Hello, Luke John. This is getting better as it goes on. It's almost a shame to mix it. Oh, And that's my computer telling me something. Vocation for me are good for the dark beers. Okay, I'm glad you like it. I think, but I'm noticing a trend of dissatisfaction. Not just because they're in supermarkets. It's just that none of it's wow. It's just okay, yeah, yeah. It might be me. Isn't there a lot of okay? Is quality? I think that's before the quality maybe is going downhill due to cost reasons. Ah, oh my! I think I'm in love. 2023 really is a good beer. I'll talk more about why I didn't go to the Hope for a while. Now, the manager was very pleased to see me. I bumped into him at a beer festival. Hope, as I've said many times, if it's not on the best beer, best pub list in the nation, the list is simply wrong. And I'll stand by that. I didn't get no Hope because when I was drinking all these high percentage beers, I was a bit of a dick. I shouldn't admit to this, but I'm going to apologize. One of the bar staff said to me, "Oi!" And no, he didn't say oi. He said, "Okay, that's going to be your last drink." And I wanted three more drinks before I finished up. I went to the Hope a bit pissed off of a hard day's work, and I went there to their festival. You have to get to their beer festivals, their monthly festivals, on the first day. You can push it to the second, but then their beer is just running out. Sometimes I've been there on the second day, and they've only got 3 beers left. I went there, and Thursday, it always starts on Thursday, and it was a cold February night. And I remember when they said to me, "Oh, your voice is slurring." I said, "No, that's a learning difficulty I've got. I've had it all my life." And he apologized. I got so shit at being that kind of dickhead. So I drank my last beers, hiding in a corner because I didn't want to face that guy again because he was just doing his job. He was probably right. Got in a cab, and I had one mighty hangover. I did not get a lot done from my work. And then I said, "Oh, I'm quitting beer, blah, 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 blah." Then Jim, the journalist, came down from North Wales, met him in Watford, had a beer with him, and I was like, oh. Told him how dissatisfied. So I apologized to Hope and that guy working there. I haven't had the courage to go back. A shame I can't grab a beer. I'm only 6 weeks away before I can give it. I think to be stout maybe in order. Is it beer or is it just booze, alcohol? Because I had some very good no percentage beer in the Art and Craft, my local, by AVF, I don't know. It was very nice. I had 3 of them. Those best pub lists run by camera, so they generally are quite. Put it this way: the Hope made it in the Londonist list as London's best pub, or one of. I sent the link to Craig Kent Beer Review. I sent to John as well, who I'm really happy is doing well. Really happy he's doing well with Nerd in Motion. I mean, he's seen a lot of growth with his new channel, well, his rebranded channel, and I really hope he does well with it. Good luck to him. Yep, South London pub has been named the best in the UK. I got it wrong. No, it's not the Londonist. It's Time Out. Pretty much the Londonist, but yeah, Time Out said it's no there. Time Out said the Hope is the best. Da 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 da. Time Out is always going to say London's the best, but Anyway, yeah, I don't think camera's wrong. I think camera gets a few things right. But that's the whole point of having a drink. You're meant to go blah, 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 blah. I'm right, you're wrong. Blah 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 blah. Let's fight. Let's not. Let's hug. Yay! Let's make love. Or not. Probably not. I'm allowed 8 units per week. Hospital rules. I've had the old Bram, and even then my body doesn't like it. Then just stay off it. Just relax. So just relax and just chill, man. Drink green tea. So will Disco be gracing our presence? Probably not at this rate. He didn't want to be a part of this. I gave him an option, and he did not. No, unless he walks in unabruptly, unplanned, as he has a habit of doing in life. But yeah, that's that. I just didn't want us to linger on. As I said at the beginning of the show, while the music was probably drowning me out, I wanted to do this last month. I wanted to finish this close to New Year's. But I can't, and I can't put this off any longer. I've got some more videos to come. I want to get them out next week. The truth is I won't. So those will be the last videos I do. I don't plan on doing a follow-up live to say goodbye again, because if you're going to go, you're going to go. And that's that. It's a pleasure talking to you, or talking to myself, or talking to you and myself. Maybe I should do, hang on, get my daughter's. Hello. Hello. I'm now talking to a cat to justify my this. Do you like craft beer? I like craft cat snacks. Oh, craft cat snacks, do you? Oh, okay. This is a bit eccentric. See, John from Lords, formerly off, oh, he's off, sort of, used to say I was the serious one. I just spoke to a cat toy live on the internet. How serious do I look now? Hey? Reminds me of that video I did at the Wandsworth Beer Festival. I ranting to myself. I can do a lot of eccentric content. So I'm gonna mix this. I understand I have the little niece and nephew tonight, so I can't be hanging out. So well, no worries, mate. It's good to talk to you. You know, hope to see you around sometime. Yeah. I am not against camera per se. Oh, there you go. I'm glad. I am going to Isle of Man Beer Festival. Ooh, festival, which is camera beer festival. Hey! And I think the people who run it, organize it, are either misguided or just, well, have a word with them. Have a beer, have a chat, disagree, agree, have a hug, make love, or not. You know, it's the whole point. Top guild of beer writers, eccentric, talking to, yeah. Maybe I should tell the guild that. They actually do have most of them do have a sense of humor in the guild. I could tell you a bit more about the guild, or my thoughts and feelings about that. And I won't get kicked out. I'm staying a member of the guild because I'm calling this indefinitely leaving, because I did think about it a lot not to go. And am I going to start up another YouTube channel? Probably at this time, no. Tomorrow, probably no. But at some point, who knows? It depends on my balancing it out. I might do podcasting. I really want to do podcasting because the grueling schedule you get from YouTube, where you have to produce to order to be successful, and a niche, and because alcohol is not an easy one to do on YouTube. John is the best. Nerd in Motion is the best example. His subs have gone through the roof. His subs and viewings have gone through the roof since he's rebranded. Fair play to him. Cars are just more sexy and there's less controversy around them. Okay. I'm mixing now. Party still with 2 T's, 8% dipper. It's got all the same stuff, and it still is lighter and fresher. Oh, it's much more fresher, and it's much more revitalizing. But then again, I have aged to be 23. Oh, that's got a kick into it. And mix it up. Chaos. Gotta love a bit of chaos. There. I'm falling behind in the comments. I'm not. John, I find camera being too old school and not necessarily with the times. I don't, but I think it depends on which ward. More on that later. My local one is a bit snooty club. Well, yeah, it does happen. Old men seeing young people in real hours. Bad. Okay, I won't deny that does exist. But it has the right to exist. But so do other ideas of beer have the right to exist. Everyone's got a complaint about camera. And, I don't think the complaints are wrong. Sometimes I find them a bit tiresome. But, it is what it is. I think camera's done a lot more good things for beer than bad. But, hey, you're right. I don't think you're wrong. But, have a beer. Have a hug. Make love. Or not. Not much in the way of beers now on this platform. But this platform? Well, I'm heading towards the door, man. So, yeah, if you say so. It seems many of us have gone to pastures new. Agree, disagree, have a hug, make love. I disagree. I've got people, for some reason, past 2 weeks, I've got beer tubers popping up all over the place. Planet Beer TV, watch them, keep an eye on them. They are the future. You know what I like about them? They don't claim to be experts, a bit like me in disco, but they can be enthusiasts, and the stuff they do is understandable. Well, I'm sorry to say to Johnny and Brad on the Craft Beer channel, I don't always get what they're on about. I mean, they've helped me understand a lot more about beer, but when I say they, I mean Johnny. And I think they always needed to lighten up a bit, but saying that they are pioneers, they've just released a video of them, or Johnny, going to the North Pole to a brewery. I mean, that's brilliant. I haven't watched it, but the idea and the concept is just brilliant. But Planet Beer TV, they seem to be able to laugh and muck around a bit, and you get information about beer. It's always what I wanted to do with this channel, but we could never properly pull it off due to many reasons. Disco always had some good ideas, but they were always going to be a bit technical. And it was always me but I wanted it to look good, and we can't make it look good if we do that. So it's kind of but now we're in a position we could make it look good, but it's Are you planning to go to any particular festival this year? Well, I can't go to the GBBF. I guess it's been cancelled. I might be going to Brew London, only if we can get a free ticket, which, hang on. Please do. But back on the festival thing, I'll probably pop by London Craft Beer Festival. I might just pop by Manchester or just random town. Birmingham. I've had to go to Birmingham for work. I really like that town for a beer. I might see what they've got going for festivals. If there's a big do a beer festival or a camera beer festival in Lewes, I'd love to go to, because Lewes is great for a beer, and I love the town of Lewes, and it only takes me 40 minutes on the train. Yeah, but if I'm going, I probably won't be covering it, which is going to be, if I'm honest, the way I feel about this, a bit of a relief. Carrying around a bag and tripod and having interviews scheduled and making sure I don't get too pissed beforehand, before the interview, which, might have happened once or twice. Almost every time. Yeah. Brew London, their new venue next to the. That's news to me. Thank you for informing me. That's how. Would you not do the Beak Fest? Yes, I'd love to do it. Yeah, I was about to lead on to that, but I got sidetracked talking to you guys. Yes, if I can get tickets. Every time I try and get tickets for that, it's sold out. It's sold out. It's sold out. I'd love to. I've heard really good things about it. I love Beak for what they do. I love Parade. I got a funny story. Well, that's not a funny story. Before Christmas, I went to the spa. There's a spa right down the beach. I go to, and then I left the spa in Brighton, and then I got a hot tip for Fuller's beer, London Porter. Yeah, I went to Brighton. The Londoner left London to go to Brighton to drink London Porter by Fuller's, a London brewery in Brighton, in a pub not been to. I forget the name of the pub, but went there, and I have never given Brighton enough credit. I've always been I was very snooty about it in my younger days, and I was a dick, an opinionated arse. Surprising. I went along, had a beer there. Then it was packed, very close to Christmas. Went on to another pub, had another, very crafty, but it was packed, standing like this. And you should never really drink immediately after the spa because all the toxins have been released from the heat. And you should eat. Guess what you should eat when you drink, particularly after a spa. And so I went to, and I thought, that's it. I'm going to the Evening Star, very famous pub in Brighton. I had 2 beers there. Had a very nice chat. Got some food. And then I make my way to the station. Then I see there's another pubs. I'm meters away from the station. I said, hey, these 2 pubs up this hill here. I've never been there. So I went there. Had some bitter on cask. It clearly wasn't doing well. Wasn't great. So decided to go home. But there's this off license, a craft beer off license in Brighton Station, which gives you really discounted drinks. Really discounted drinks. And I had a chat with the person there. Lovely person. I should have got them. Did a video on them. But yeah. And I picked up a Beak thinking, that's Parade. It wasn't Parade, it was a Pills. And I picked up their 2 Christmas beers. I didn't drink these Christmas beers until after Christmas, by the way. I've still got one of them upstairs, actually. And I think, I have a train beer. And I'm thinking, I'm drinking Parade. No, I'm drinking a lager. And not really tasting much at this point. Get back in these credit. Well, there's a bar riffraff. I don't give them enough credit. I'll go by there. Have London Black. Well, they got Baileys. I drink Baileys as well. I have a few shots of Baileys, and I'm like, you know what? I left the spa at 6, and it's about 10 o'clock now. But don't worry, I'm almost getting home. I come home. I don't remember much. I was rough the next day. I barely drank over Christmas. Anyway, I'll have to go that way in probably 5 hours for me. Yes. Well, yes, a bit of a trek. Beautiful town. If you like hiking, lots of good hiking to do. It's surrounded by hills. You can get down to Brighton as well, but it's got some really good pubs, which do good beer. And you got Harvey's there as well. Abyss as well. I want to say Abyss, yeah. I'm up in Scotland for a whiskey holiday. Hey! Well, that sounds great. But Lewis may be one of my favourite towns for beers and pubs. At Mersey being my first. That's how I spent 5 hours on training in London and returned the same day. It was tough. It saved a fortune. Jesus, that is hardcore. Well done, you. Was it worth it? I'm not overwhelmed by Brew London. I like it. But I don't think it's that good. I didn't go last year. I didn't feel the need to. Never walked into a bar. I thought, Baileys. I don't drink a lot of it, and I love to have a Baileys over Christmas. Anyone else out there want to talk and say what they're drinking, what they're not drinking, what they're doing? Did you ever get as pissed and walk into a bar and have Baileys? Anyway, yeah. And Baileys and London Black, surprise, I think is a good combination. I wasn't tasting much at that point. The mixing of this, I forgot to say. Nah, doesn't work because the freshness of the 24 is just getting pulverized by the aggressiveness of the 23. So, no, nice idea, nice experiment. It's not working. Oh, yes. Phil, good Phil, big Phil, who works at the Art and Craft, my local. We split a can of this, Omnipolo-ness. Got to say, this has made it on the beer of the year list. I'm taking things off the year list. No, it's Omnipolo and the Emperor collaboration, a vanilla coconut imperial stout. Disco's got a can of this, 11% up. We were meant to do a video on it. Guess what? Disco's never had Omnipolo, to my knowledge, as well. The Dengras Church, no Damson. You know what? I just might book a flight to Omnipolo once I paid off the tax man. I just go there. I've never been to Scandinavia, and I deserve a weekend away. Why do I deserve a weekend away? You say, well, I do. London Craft Beer was much better, but it was it was an SAS swit. Yeah, it was hot. And we ended up in a rough bar in London. Yeah, you did. I was there and decided to go home at that point. It was just too hot. I did not enjoy London Craft Beer Festival as much that year. I was very reserved in what I was drinking. It was way too hot. I had one interview and planned to gather others. I barely did any networking around there. Yeah, it was just too hot. That venue's good if it's nice and cool. It's one of the best venues to go to. Like a TARDIS. It's like it just keeps finding things. If it's filled with breweries. Wasn't last year. Well, it was, but I did notice a significant change. Might go all weekend. You know, I've got my GBBF. Oh well. Anyone else there want to speak up? Yeah, I met Jagsman there. He was a nice guy. He is a nice guy. And when me and him in Kent Beer Review went for a curry. It was a really good curry. I got my track beers out and shared them out with people. Well, what a feed that was. Good. Happy times. That's what beer's about. Have a hug. Make some love or not. Definitely no Jackson Kent Beer Review. No. Yeah. So yes. Has anyone got any beers of the years they want to share with me while I knock a few off the list? How long have I been going for? I've been going for almost an hour talking to you. Why don't I do this more? Why didn't I do this more often? Oh dear. Oh dear. Rasko. Right, what's going in? Or should I just announce what's won? It's not the Omnipolo, by the way. That's not one. There you go. You got on the list late and now you're off the list very quick. That sounds like a really crap date to me. I'm mumbling nonsense. Harvey's, no, I'm bringing Harvey's back on just to annoy Disco. But I'm going to give them an honorary certificate for just being Harvey's. Just to annoy Disco. Aloha lump. Yeah, that's gone. Oh, that's a shame that's gone. It's a really tough one. I gave Craig my trade pass to doing heat. Yeah, Con Hotel Bar was amazing. There you go. My favorite beer of last year was ESWN from Verdun again. I only had 16 beers of, well, as long as you had a good one, as long as they're good. Um, when I became a father, I always in the beer. I decided only good beer or nothing. And because I'm not reacting well to beer, hangovers are just getting worse. I'm going up that a notch, honestly. Which is why the unbarred at the 2.5% beer, then why that was made the list, because I just thought that's so good. You don't always have to. I am attracted by beer, which is high percentage, which is, has its risks. Um, but you know, you don't need it. You don't always need it. So I don't know. And yeah, yesterday I went to the Art and Craft and I drank no ABV beer and it was perfectly fine. I quite enjoyed it. I've not gone through a dry January, obviously. Um, it's kind of just like my tax bill came in late because I submitted it late, and I was like, ah, better cut down on spending. Um, my beers of the year are Kakadema from, oh, yes, Rob mentioned them in the stream yesterday. AX Brewing, probably the best MP stout I have had in a couple of years. Well, if I could pronounce these MP stouts, I think Paloja, you know the one I mean. Their MP stouts are fucking next level stuff. And same with Omni Polo. Let me know. Years, you say. I had two putties. The Crumble 4 Verdant Shark Orca, and the only on Big Hype beer was 18-month-old barrel stout. Three Brothers Stockton. Okay, cool. Oh, might crack open that Omnipolo just to send me to sleep. I can't though, because my cousin's coming round at 9:15 in the morning to drop things off for my daughter. Oh, and a very bit fresh face for that. Oh yeah. Pohala. Yes, thank you. Mersey, you're an encyclopedia, mate. Thank you. That's a compliment. Pohala. Yeah. No, their MPs are just next level, aren't they? Aren't they? Anyway. I can't get enough of their MPs. As soon as I see them, I'm like, must have. When I was in Trembling Madness in York in September, yeah, I was like, I'm having that. I mean, I can get them anywhere. It was just novelty. I'm actually in Trembling Madness. Yeah. I'm remembering. I wish I had more now. But I just might drink that. I'm only going to have one beer a week. I want it to be something like that. But then again, I just said only 10 minutes ago I want low ABV. Maybe I should just stick to, yeah. Now I'm mumbling. I better wrap this up soon, or I could just be going on and on and on and on and on. Or you're from Liverpool, shalom. Dear. Now you Northerners are getting territorial. God bless London. Anyway, hey, if you go to the Isle of Man, are you going to meet with that other beer tuber bloke? All the times I've been to York, I've never been to Trembling Meadows. It's just there you go. I walked past it accidentally. Didn't go to the bar. Went to the off license, which has a bar on top. Then they've also got another place. I love York. I'm seriously. I'm thinking about moving there. Seriously thinking about moving there. I'm fucked off with London. I've had enough of it. Yeah, I didn't have much last year, Po Hala, But in 2022, their collabs with Tempest Brewing a tremendous wee heavy as yeah. Well, fine. Good. There's a lot of things to love, but London will never love you back. Sorry to say. And it's just because it's not. Used to like it because London had this old thing going, and it isn't old anymore. It's very flashy new. Paris is much better in terms of large metropolitan city, but reflects its history. Yeah. York is my capital city, huh? Yeah, mine as well. Sort of. Yeah. Anyway, what is going to win Beer of the Year? The least good Beer of the Year I've ever done since doing this. Rasko and Disco. I had every year Beer of the Year. I've had to strong arm Disco into. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, he didn't want to be a part of this, so there. I'm trying to bring up that last. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I can't make my mind up with Beer of the Year. Honestly, it's not been a particularly great year, so maybe I should not do a Beer of the Year. I'm going to try and do more videos. Get good. Mainly streams and themes. Yes, always do a theme. Do a theme. You're enjoying more. You get more out of it. Well, I think. Planning a stream with theme miles. All right. Here's the thing. Don't get too complex with your theme, is my advice. Do you want advice or tough? You're getting advice. Keep it simple and it delivers. It delivers miracles. That will be great. You can do it. You'll be great. Honestly. Drop me a message. I might even make a guest appearance. Or not. I don't know. Drop me a message. I might get lonely. So back on with the Beer of the Year to wrap this up, because I'm ranting, mumbling, jargon. I might become Rasko the Mumbler. Yeah, start up a channel called Rasko the Mumbler. Yeah. Okay. The black pepper cherry beer. All right, it's right. Forget everything else. They're all great, but it's between Maiden plus Own 2019, specifically 2019, or it's between Lambic. Lambic has never made it onto the list before. I now review food. Hey, good. So don't listen to me. Why not do a beer pairing when you can? Rasko the Mumbler. Yep. Mild is not complex. Many ones I have from Southern breweries. Good for you. But I would say that. Anyway, yes. Why I mumble my way through this historic event. I'll give myself some more beer. One of my favourite beer glasses. Only problem with it, it says Weatherspoons on it. And I don't like that company anymore. Someone walked over my grave as I read Van Ham. Oh dear. Someone blessed you mean. Slurp, yes. Isle of Man. I hope. Slurp. Someone mentioned Mark. Oh, no. Oh, Slurp. Yep. Isle of Man. I love this guy. Got such great feedback on comments. I really appreciate that. Hey, Merseys, you should link up with him on that beer festival over in the Isle of Man. I want to go to the Isle of Man. There's some good, interesting reasons why it's part of the UK. But yeah, I'd like to go there because I don't know anyone who's ever been there. Yeah. Maybe I will. Yeah, I'm going to go do that. Good breakfast the other day, Luke. Oh, dear. Luke, John, don't worry, I have two from Rodhouse as they are north to be. Oh, good. And having a nice chat amongst yourselves. Yeah, very good. Anyway, so what's it going to be? What do you think I should do? Siren, Maiden, or the Lambic? There you go. You can decide in the comments now. Go. I'm just going to sit here in silence while you decide. No, really, that's what I'm doing. You decide. You get to decide what is beer of the year. Rudgate Ruby Mile is excellent. Now, if I remember my history correctly, Mild gave birth to Porter and Porter gave birth to Stout. And there was another beer which was mixed in with Mild, which breweries or pubs used to keep by themselves to age a bit. Oh, I'm mumbling a bit. What can I see is your last video. I've got an interview coming up with David. Let's see, Justin, the Desi pub writer. Sorry, I can't remember his second name after this. It's 26 minutes long. I'm cutting it down. Well, I'm not making it look good. And guess what? I'm mumbling in that and asking the same question more than once. Rasko, it's an absolute pleasure. Hopefully, I pass across again. I have to get the brains to sleep. Good night. It is a pleasure. I hope to see you on the trail somewhere. Merseys, Maiden is the 29, so it really is the beer. Oh, good, but I had it. And if it hadn't aged, the whole point, but I didn't want to nominate the 2022 one. Oh, dear. Cheers, Luke. Bless you all. Bless you all. Yep, slurp. I have a couple plus of vanilla. Oh, vanilla one. Beer of the year 2024. Dude, you're 20 days in. Come on, you can't be giving 2024. Rasko, yes, you are correct. Mild was an old ale where it starts as we used to blend the old stale beer. That's it. And newly brewed. Yes. I knew it was right. I think I said that in a video once. Yeah, from whatever. That was it. And stale breweries realized they didn't have to. Pubs were keeping stale in their cellars. No, mild in their cellars. And then it turned into stale, I believe. I don't know. I'm properly mumbling. My new channel is going to be great. Rasko the Mumbler. No more ranting. That's going to give me a heart attack. No, the Mumbler. Yes. I've got a brand new idea for a channel. I could do this. I could mumble on a Friday night. Who like that? I'd say stay as infected as stock ale. Okay, which is now style of. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, fine. Mild always stood tall with the bitter on the bottle. Yep. Easy drink, reliever, drink industry. Workers washing the day. That's the way. Okay. Mumbling, beer ramble, walking and drinking beers. Yeah, I'm liking that. Yeah, I like walking. I do like going on a hike. Yeah, okay. The Rasko Mumble Walker. But doing a YouTube is quite, again, a whole time commitment. Podcasting, leaning in. We'll see. I'm going to take some time to reflect because it's by dropping Rasko and Disco for me, it is relieving me of some mental pressure, which I desperately need to do. Hang on. Slurpee. Tut, 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 tut. Anyway, yes, it is. Yeah, we'll see. All I can say for now is Disco plans to do things. I think he plans to do things here still. I'm going to get my last few videos out, and that's that for me. I've got to decide on beer of the year. So, Mercies, you've been great. Thank you very much. I could give it. No, I think I shouldn't have given that dual awards. But hey, why not? And make it up as I go. No, I literally do. I sometimes do. Slurpee. You can't do that and drinking beer. You're not going to have that on my new channel if I do my new channel. My God, you people are something else. I'm leaning towards Siren, but you know what? Siren already won an award from me tonight. I'm going with the Lambic. Congratulations, Zimmerman, for your pepper cherry Lambic, which I had and was very refreshing after a 2-hour train journey where I had beer. Congratulations. Hey! Good luck, Rasko, whatever you do, mate. Thank you very much, and thank you for your very kind words. I really appreciate it, man. I really hope to get to the Isle of Man. Why not? I don't know anyone who's ever been there. In fact, I'm in contact with you sometimes. It's just great, and I like your channel. You got some eccentric things going on, and I like that. And keep it up. Keep doing it. Keep going. Everyone, keep going. Go as far as you can go. This is my final thought. Maybe. I've had a beer. It's too long. Can I get some Mountain Craft? One more? I'm not. If you're going to do this, be as passionate as you can be. Don't be afraid. Venture forward always. And do the best quality you can, but make it count for something. Let it matter. Don't have to like redefine the universe or redefine the world. But if you're more passionate about it, people will sense that in your video, your content, and they're identified with it because everyone's got a passion. Even if it's about subject matter that they're not passionate about, they will see it. It's just sense. You just sense it. And that's all I've got to say. I'm a bit pissed now. I think I should go. But on my additional final thought, I don't have one. I was going to tell you my real name. But why would I give the game away? Ladies and gentlemen, well, mostly gentlemen, from what I can tell, there are ladies who have not revealed themselves. Don't worry, we're not making love here. But that doesn't really make sense. I'd just like to say a big fuck you to Elon Musk. That might get me kicked out of the Beer Writers Guild. By the way, people who want to go for the guild, don't be afraid of applying. They're not. Give it a shot. Just give it a shot. And it provides access and training and information. Thank you for anyone who joined in. I think I should go because I'm a bit pissed. Thank you, Siren. Thank you for the beers. Thank you for everything. I was going to say what I feel about craft beer, perceptions of real ale, the whole snobbishness I get from the craft industry about real ale. and because there's a kind of bug. Oh, that's kind of ticking me off, but I'm a bit too pissed. As you might be knowing, I'm mumbling too much, and maybe for my next channel for mumbling, I have to take that in consideration. Cheers, all. Thank you. Love you all. Until next time. Because the end is never truly the end, it is only the beginning. God bless.